Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off at defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Split backs here. From the gun, the ground game. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, they...
Turning it off! Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Harbor. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Looking downfield on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Short completion to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw it. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it in the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown USC.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's got the tight end. Hard running there. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He makes a catch. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. You get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
With the catch, it's Terrell. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
The give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Power football with the rock. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
When you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what are coaches talking about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season?
What a play by this defense!
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
On the ground, it's Terrell.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Terrell. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The quick out. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. He's already thrown 1 interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed, and everything happens a step faster right in the game.
Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Off play action on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball is snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second and goal coming up. The play action fake. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
And the extra point was good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing.
There he goes.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Terrell. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The inside handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Trojans will snap it on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for space. It's Terrell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. This time he's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, USC! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead of Week 6. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Shakes off the defender. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Off play action. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an... on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
Hammer! Let's go! Let's go!
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Complete out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Oh, they're after him. He's got his man. Makes the grab.
just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Daly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Let's go, let's go.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll do it himself. Nice move there. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Second down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the first down marker and still running. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football.
Oh, it's a fumble. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree. In the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game, it's the fourth quarter, you know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the counter. Brings into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
With jet sweep pass. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd. Tight end trying to get in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
49, Ole Miss, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. The quarterback will keep it. Still on his feet at the 35. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. That's reeled in. It's Daly. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if